Hello, ninth grade. Welcome to your rundown video. We are approaching our 5th week of hybrid instruction. 5. Time is flying. We're going to be in summer in no time. As always, in this rundown video, I'm going to cover everything that I have assigned on Google Classroom for this 5th week of asynchronous humanities work. Of course, as always, I'll go through each assignment so that you are clear on my expectations and can successfully complete them before your Friday at midnight deadline. As always, if you have questions after this video, then you can reach out sooner rather than later so that I can help you and that you can still get your work done on time. And keep in mind that you can re-watch this video if you need more direction. If you get to maybe number 3 or number 4 later on in the week and you've lost sight of some of the direction that I do provide in this video, re-watch the video. Re-watch the video. It should help you out. It should get you back on track. And then if you are still struggling, as always, I'm available for office hours and also am super responsive when you send me email. All right, let's take a look at our assignments for this week. Number 1, as always, is your Start Here rundown video, the one you are watching now. Number 2, so you're going to notice that the format for this week's assignments is very close to what we did last week. I'm giving you a space to record your notes in number 2. And then following number 2 is a couple different resources that I want you to read or watch and analyze, and the notes for these you will record on number 2. So if we open up number 2, it should look super familiar because again, this is now the 3rd time I've provided a document like this for your notes. As always, depending on what you prefer, what you feel best at, what you feel comes easiest to you, you can either do a mind map for your notes or record your notes in Cornell Notes style. But regardless, you need to turn in your notes in this document. So you can upload a photo of your mind map because mind maps are done on paper with writing utensils. Or you can use the blank templates for the materials that I've provided to write Cornell Notes here. Now, before I get into number 3 and number 4, I want to talk a little bit about the major ideas that we're sort of exploring this week as it relates to the project. So we've been looking a lot at food deserts, and we've discovered now what a food desert is, and we've also really taken a close look at some of the origins of food deserts and just underserved communities in general, and learned about redlining and housing discrimination and segregation. We learned about white flight and how money followed white people as they left once their communities were becoming more diverse. So we've spent 2 weeks now really exploring the past. And now we're shifting gears and we're going to apply what we have learned to our understanding of these underserved communities and food deserts today. Specifically, this week, we're focusing on the implications of living in food deserts as it relates to health and metabolic disease. And we're also going to be looking a lot at the connections between food insecurity and living in food deserts and rates of death amongst people suffering from COVID and coronaviruses in these underserved communities. All right, so let's take a look at assignments 3 and 4. So again, number 2 is your note catcher. That is where you will be recording all of your notes for the following materials. The first material the first resource that you need to read and take notes for is a New York Times article. And just like last week, I copied and pasted this document or this article into a Google Doc just because there was a lot of technical and medical language, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to help you with the vocabulary, and so that you could successfully approach and comprehend the material. So I put it in a Google Doc so that I could help you with some of these definitions. And then also, as always, I have provided, if you want to read the article in the website, I've provided the link here. The audio, again, just as I have done in the past. If you are somebody that does best or prefers to read along as the text is read aloud, then you can find the audio version of this article on YouTube here. As always, though, my ask and expectation is that you read along and you are not simply listening, but interacting as it's being read aloud. So following along, pausing, rewinding if that's necessary, going back into the text, interacting just as you would if you were reading independently. Okay. So yes, the article is here for you. And again, off to the side, you will see that I've provided you some context or some definitions. And in some cases, in really important cases, I might highlight and give you a little bit of context or summarize so that nothing is lost. All right, so you're going to create either a mind map or you can do some Cornell notes on that article. The next is, pay close attention to this piece here. The next is a, technically it's an article. However, I'm not looking for you to necessarily read the article. I'm okay if you simply watch the news report.
CBS 2 was among the first.
So it's about 5 minutes long, and the text below is just the sum. It summarizes what you watch in the video. I am perfectly happy to allow you to just watch the video. However, I do expect, of course, that you watch it carefully, that you pause, that you reflect and respond, just as you would if you were reading the article. And again, the notes for this you will record in number 2. Now I want to take, in just another minute or so, I want to take a look at what I'm seeing a lot of in your Cornell notes. So you guys are doing a beautiful job with your Cornell notes. However, what I'm seeing a lot of is huge chunks of text, usually copied and pasted straight from the article in this section here, where you're supposed to be putting keywords or main ideas. And so what we're seeing a lot of is, instead of a comprehensive summary of all the main ideas in the text, they are on this side here. What I'm seeing a lot of is just sort of reflections or an analysis of a particular quote. And that's not a comprehensive summary of the main points of the article. So what I'm going to ask that you all do is, just for this time, let's see how we do. I don't want more than like 5 words in this section here. And I don't want any quotes from the text this time around. All right. So this is going to force you to not read for strong lines, but instead to read for main ideas. What is the main point of each section? And can you sum it up in 3 or 5 words and then use this space on the other side of the line to expand on that? Okay, so our goal is that there should always be way more text on this side explaining the main point and idea on this side. All right, as always, if you have questions, reach out. I'm available. My office hour days are Mondays and Thursdays, 1:30 to 2:30. The link is on the newsletter, as always. And again, you can reach out, send me an email if there's something that you need immediate assistance with. However, know that this rundown video is an important resource for you, and you can rewatch it as many times as you need if you get caught up, if you're looking for more direction. Good luck this week, and I will see you soon.